second grade writers and phonics professors. Welcome to an extension in phonics. So we just studied 2, 2, and 2, those 3 homophones. But they aren't the only tricky trio of homophones. There's also this one. Ready? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. There, and there. These 3 get a lot of second graders in trouble. They're really, really tricky to know how to spell correctly and when to spell correctly. So let's study their spelling patterns and let's think about the parts that make sense and the parts that don't. Okay. You can even notice the parts that are the same in them too. Well, let's look one by one first. There. There's an E. That E is not making the E in the middle say its name. It's not going there. There's still the R. And the TH matches there. That's the vibrating TH. Like the. There. Oh yeah, the is in there. Still doesn't help us though. Air. If it was spelled the way it sounded, it should be spelled like this. There. But it doesn't really work that way, right? It does kind of have the word here, but that doesn't really help us either. So let's see, which are the parts that really match the way the spelling patterns we know? The TH and the R. Yeah, and then the rest we just kind of have to remember that there's a THERE there. It's kind of like the word here is inside of it, inside of there. That helps us remember what it means, right? There is like a place. Like I'm going over there. It's kind of another word to say like place. So I'm going over there is a sentence that can help us remember it. I'm going over there. Another word for place. Okay, now let's look at this next one. Well, it has the same first 3 letters, T-H-E, T-H-E, there. And it's a little closer to the way that it's kind of sounds, right? Sounds like there. And the only real difference then is that E. That E is not an A. That's the only real difference. So the rest is kind of spelled the way it sounds, really, using what we know about phonics in English. So it's got the Z and then an air sound like A-I-R. Yeah, there. Okay, so it's just the E that's really tricky. So the E is the thing that we really have to remember. What does it mean? It's a tricky one. So it means that it's something someone owns or it's theirs, right? Like their book or their friend or their hair. Yeah, something that belongs to someone or associated with someone. So it's theirs. It's a tricky one. Yeah, so you can think of it as like goes with someone or belongs to them. Don't always belong to because that's a little tricky. That's their book. Could still be a library book. Anyway, we can just say theirs is, we'll say like with someone. Yeah. Kind of what it means. And you can think of it as like, that's their book. That's the sentence we'll use. That's their book. Yeah. It's with them. They own it. All right. And then here. Dun, dun, dun. Tricky. There. But there's 2 words here. They're just hidden. They. And then this R-E actually stands for are. This is they are. And what that means is if there's a group of people standing somewhere or doing something, you might say they are smiling. They are jumping. They are standing over there, right? It's to describe what a group of people are doing. So it's like what a group of people are doing. So they are cheering. So they, and then we're going to say they're, like a contraction, like can't or don't, right? You take out the A and smush it together, and then you get, put in the apostrophe, and you get there. They're cheering. Okay. Whew. These ones are really tricky. You really have to study the letters and think about the meaning when you're trying to use them. Think about which one do I want to use, and then which spelling matches that meaning. Let's practice it. We're going to write a sentence with these three words and see if you can get it right. So get a piece of paper and a marker or pen or pencil. I gave you a minute. Ready? Here we go. This is the sentence. So write it down as I'm saying it. Don't worry, I'll say it more than once. They're going to the park over there to play with their friends. They're going to the park over there to play with their friends. I'm going to write it to you. They're going to the park over there to play with their friends. Ready? Did you get it? All right, let's check. There, because it's a group of people, they are going to the park over there because it's talking about a place or where to play with their friends because they're with their friends. How'd you do? Yeah, it's really tricky. Will you be on the lookout for this word in your reading and writing today? See how many times you see it and notice which spelling is used and what it means there in the sentence. I just did it. All right, off you go, finding there, and there.